Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. This is Gale Force Winds, and we are here at an incredible hockey tournament in Budapest, Hungary. I can't believe we're here, and I can't believe I'm here with your Mike
Pelino, yeah.
Mike Pelino and
Mike Keenan.
So, gentlemen, what is it you're doing here for this tournament?
Well, we're actually coaching the national Italian team, and Mike and I are in the program leading up to the Olympics in 2026 in Italy. So this was our first encounter, our first opportunity to work with our team. First game we've coached with Team Italy. So it's an exciting time for those young players to be invited, first of all, to be part of the Italian program, the national program leading into the Olympics. And certainly it's been a great experience for us. I've been here for over a month. Mike's been here just less than a month. And we're trying to evaluate players and look at players and scout players and coach players in a very short period of time. So it's been challenging, but it's been interesting and a lot of fun for us. Mike can speak for himself, but he certainly has a history. Mike's dad was born in Italy, so we have to remind people of that.
Tell us about that.
Well, Mike and I are true-blooded Canadians, but my dad was born in Italy in 1931 and came over to Canada, and he just recently celebrated his 91st birthday, so he's pretty thrilled to have me back in his old country, and I'm pretty thrilled to be in a position to represent us and be a part of Team Italy.
As Canadians, what is it like to coach another team for another country? Give us a sense of what that's like.
Well, we've had that experience before. Mike and I coached in the National Hockey League for many, many years, and then we coached in Russia in the KHL. We were in Heartland, Russia, in the Ural Mountains where nobody could speak English, so we had to help ourselves to the Russian language to a point where we get by and go to a restaurant and order a meal. And then I went to China after that, and Michael stayed in Russia. So we've had some experience in foreign lands and coaching foreign teams. It's been an interesting few years for both of us in international competition. And of course, I coached Team Canada, and so did Michael on many occasions.
But yeah, it's a real honor to coach a national team for any country, and it's something we're very proud of to know that the Italian Federation is entrusting their high hopes and especially their Olympic dreams to Mike and myself, and they couldn't have picked a better coach than Mike, and I'm just really proud to be part of the team and looking forward to what we might accomplish over these next 4 years.
We are an inspirational podcast, and we talk a lot about inspiring. We talk to entrepreneurs. You both have coached at the highest level in this sport. Give us a sense of what it's like to motivate a young person to try and be the best they can be. I know that could be a 2-hour response.
No,
it's encapsulated in 30 seconds.
Well, it's a challenge for sure, but it's not unlike having very young players. I coached in Philadelphia my first year, and we had the youngest team in pro sport, not just in the National Hockey League. And we had to win the President's Trophy and go into the Stanley Cup Finals. A guy named Gretzky, Messier, Coffey, Fuhrer, Anderson, a bunch of Hall of Famers, Yuri Curry, beat us in the finals that particular year. But no, to the point, we get a chance to work with young people, develop them, and try to have them understand what it takes to win and what it takes to move to a different level and a more, I think, stronger level in terms of their performance and what they can expect of themselves and of their teammates.
Yeah, just to pick up on that, I mean, these guys are so thrilled to have the opportunity to potentially represent Italy at the Olympics in their home country, and they're motivated. And now when they see that the opportunity they're getting to showcase themselves and to be taught and groomed by us, hopefully, and improve, they're pretty pumped to what awaits for them, and hopefully it is to wear the Italian colors at the Olympics in 2026.
Well, gentlemen, this is an absolute pleasure and a privilege for us, all the way from St. John's, Newfoundland, and Charlottetown, PEI. We're here doing some work with the...
I've spent time in both provinces, for sure. I've been in Newfoundland teaching at the university there in the summers on several occasions. And I've been to PEI So we are well versed in Canada, and I've lived in many provinces, and I've visited all the provinces and territories, and I think Mike has probably done the same thing. So we're proud to be Canadians, and we're particularly excited when we go to Newfoundland. We've been there many times.
Well,
I really appreciate and enjoy the people there.
No, Mike's right. Newfoundland and PEI are two of my favorite places in the world, and I hope to get back there soon. But I've got some relatives, some great friends in PEI specifically, and I can make a shout out to them. Hopefully they get a chance to watch this podcast, and hopefully our friends back home in Ontario too as well.
Well, gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to be with you, and I wish you all the best of luck.
What brings you here?
Well, you know what? We are here at the request of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in Hungary. We actually started this podcast on Zoom, and this is an old Navy friend of mine, grew up in the East End of St. John's. We rekindled our relationship on Zoom, and it blew up for us, and we've been in Greece, Turks and Caicos, a lot of work on the Canadian Navy destroyers, interviewing sailors. So really proud of that work.
Yeah, you're with our military guys, and shout out to them. I can tell you a quick story about them.
Yes, we like that.
In 1987, we won the Canada Cup, and I was on Georgian Bay, and some military fellows ended up at a pub I was in up on the Midland, Ontario, and all of a sudden they said, "What are you doing here?" We just saw you play last night in Hamilton. So they were great people and a lot of fun to be with. So, yeah, we appreciate their efforts and what they're contributing to the Canadian Forces and to Canada overall.
Well, just before you talk, we were on the on the ship HMCS Montreal, and two of us flew to Crete, and the young people, like 19 years of age, when we told them that Canada's proud of them, you could tell they got emotional. And I'm getting goosebumps now, but it's really important to tell those young sailors that we're proud of them. So
absolutely,
Mike, I really appreciate it. And a lot of people look up to the two of you, so thank you for that.
Well, thank you. And like Mike says, we are proud of the people who do represent Canada and stand up for us. And I mean, they're way more special than we are, that's for sure. And our hats go off to them, so thank you.
Of all places to bang into the finest hockey coaches in Canada, here in Budapest, Hungary. It's a great honor to be in front of both of you, and I thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gale Force.
Thank you for tuning in to Gale Force Wins. That's Gale Force Wins, WINS.com.